Good night, Sports Frenzy family. Good night, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Frenzy podcast. I'm your host, Devon. With me tonight, I have Demiko, and I'm joined by the man who refers to himself as the GOAT, none other than Pompeius Magnus. And hopefully, we'll be joined by a few other analysts as we go on. So welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Good morning. Doing good so far.
And
Can't
what about?
complain.
Everything blessed?
Yeah, man. My
Alright, so
my two
we're here
both
to
them
discuss the
released the
Reggae Boys
album in a
match
1 week.
that
How
happened
could I
last night. Some
not be
fans have been creating a scene over the match because they said that the tactics by the coach was absolutely shambolic and they were poor. Well, some are on that it was a good tactic. However, when it came on to the latter part of the game, they moved away from those tactics and they opened up and it allowed Mexico to creep in and got the eventual winner. And I personally looked at the game and I watched it in its entirety. First and foremost, I never had an issue with the tactic to begin with. Reason being, you're not going to go to Mexico, who is ranked in the top 15 in the world, and just expect that you're going to just come out and just beat them off the park. That's not going to happen. So, first up, I agree with what the coach did. Sit in low blocks, try to stop their attacks as much as possible, in which they achieved that through the first half. Yes, they got a couple chances here and there, but you couldn't say that they were clear-cut chances. And the keeper himself, though, I thought the keeper had a poor game overall. For me, a lot of people are saying that probably it was because of the rain. Some were saying that it was because of the traveling and all of that. But it was a poor game from the keeper from my standpoint. But if you look at the game overall, as I said, from the first half, I believe they acquitted themselves very well in the first half. What do you think about that, Denico?
Yeah, the tactics, I think the tactics it's spot on, but they just never executed to the end. The last two changes, them Grant look superb in the midfield. I like him play, just the age on the upon him side, so because the same legs are go in at the end, but the change we make when him put on Vassal my boy, but you can't take off a defensive midfield and put on an attacking minded player. That I don't think me feel same the wrong apart from starting the number 10, Romaro Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think him off on the nice side. But
But
my problem with the Jamaican side is for some reason it's like them players there never in a PE or not in something in high school or primary school because them can't pass a ball. Them can't pass. I don't understand why you play professional football and can't pass a ball.
But all right, you made a point about Grant. But if you looked at the game itself, you noticed that as the game went on, Grant started to seem a bit lagged in terms of he seems tired. So I see people saying that he shouldn't have been substituted. But I mean, if the player is actually tired, why are you going to keep him on the park? Shouldn't you just say, okay, let me make a substitution? However, where I could blame the coach is that I believe the coach should have went for experience there because if you just basically 3 minutes remaining in the game, just say 4 at most. You could actually just went for a more experienced player to actually hold out for the draw because I was there counting. I was saying yes, all the matches in CONCACAF are going to end in draw, and boom, here comes the winner.
But when you look at it like that, with all the matches ending in that draw, if you say losing at the Azteca first match isn't a bad result because every the first game for everybody else draw, so it's just 1 point that, and we already play arguably the hardest away match.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
If you say it's not as bad as people are making it out to see.
Okay. Dan, you saw the match. What's your take on the game overall, and what do you think about people saying Tappa should leave?
for me?
Yeah.
Last night, to be honest, I would have liked to make excuses like what a lot of people were doing to my observation, but I cannot do that. This play of football was kind of, you would call it now, it like so lack any form of direction any at all because they were basically doing the opposite of what we as the fans expected them to do. So we expected them to like press and it's like say boy them just sit down and we just soak up everything on Mexico game and make that Mexico you know as strong as in previous years. And the next thing is that we can't make 10 good pass. We can hardly pass the ball. And that is telling. It's like we don't have a proper midfield. You understand? And I don't understand how a man like Whitmore, who was a former midfielder to the country, can organize a proper midfield. How that makes sense? Or a maestro can organize a midfield. We're woeful in midfield. You understand?
But Dan, if you look at it now though, people can actually just say generally people who play football don't really know much about coaching, to be honest. Because you have a lot of people that play football, and when it comes down to setting a team together and putting a team together, they suck when it comes down to that.
Garnever, just calling him.
But Dan, I see where you're coming from, you know, and I agree with that to an extent in terms of they could have pressed a little bit more, yes, but in terms of what they were actually trying to get at, in terms of, yeah, as I said, you know that you're going to the Azteca and you know that you're going to play at high altitude and all of that. So you have to factor in all those things. So if you're going the game with a mindset to actually get a draw and probably play on the counter, I didn't think that it was a bad approach by the coach, but in terms of execution, that is where the problem comes in. And some of the players seems a little bit lost at times. So wouldn't you actually just blame it down to players instead of actual execution by the coach himself?
To be honest, Jamaica play like Arsenal.
There's a lot direction.
Real full style, real full football last night from Jamaica. We played just like Arsenal.
Okay.
I can't see my question.
Go ahead, man.
You didn't expect Jamaica to play attacking, free-flowing football with the squad we have available down at Azteca?
That question is for you, Dan.
Never hear. What was the question?
Alright, so Demico is asking that if you expected Jamaica to play free-flowing attacking football down at the Azteca last night.
No, I don't expect them to play that because, of course, it's high altitude. But at the same time, I would expect us to like learn to keep the ball, at least try to play safe and not try to kick forward the ball so much with no aim. You understand? So even if we learn how to keep the ball, that would be just fine. But it seems as if our midfielders don't know how to keep the ball. Or how to use it effectively. They don't know how to make the safe pass.
The coach have the right tactics then that the players them can execute.
So Dan, the man is saying that the coach, the right thing is just the player that never executed the plan that I actually just said as well. Alright, Kem, so you saw the game. What do you make of the Jamaican performance? Because as I said, for me, I never thought it was a bad tactic to begin with, but as the game wore on, I thought that boy.
Right now we can't get to it. Right? This is what we can't blame Whitmore for. First half, right? Jamaica, 23% possession, 93 passes, 49 times the most possession. That was the first half, right? In the overall game, they had 27% possession. I don't know what kind of football we know I watch, but you see, all our so we could have got there yes and do the same exact thing. But them like that was for me, that was not like I could even watch it like my favorite change the channel also because like, it was poor display of football and I can understand when I say okay, this is the team. But I think this team is viable enough to put on a better performance for them put on. You can't tell teams this team want to go to the World Cup. This team the World Cup squad can make, as Dan said, can make 10 passes together. Can make 15 passes together. Can get a momentum. Can one touch and move. Can go into speed. Can run behind defenders. Like those fundamentals of football, I just never see it. And we can understand, say, okay, they know the national, Mikel Antonio and them man, they're ready for play. We can understand that. But just a simple fundamentals I was expecting to see yesterday. I was expecting to see. We learned some from the Gold Cup. We don't learn nothing, clearly. When we talk about defending, we defended well in spurts, but enough to draw the game. So for me personally, I don't want to hopeful, but to me, I think Jamaica go World Cup. To me, that's just my thing. I just think them go World Cup. I don't think the players have the right mentality. I think they have the right attitude. I just think say them ready to be a World Cup playing team, and that's just me.
Okay, Ryan, you saw the game also, and as for me personally, I thought the poorest player on the pitch was Romario Williams, the number 10, because Romario Williams did absolutely nothing.
He was on the pitch?
Alright, there you have it. So Jamaica actually played with 10 men. And then the keeper, I could even say 9.5, because the keeper was actually playing for Mexico as well. Even though he pulled off a few saves, in which was expected of him, because most of those came directly at him. However, what you thought of the game itself and the tactics that Tappa went through?
It's nothing short of what happened last night. I saw a number 10 ranked team versus a number 50 ranked team. That's what I saw, and that's what played out. So I don't know what was the expectation of Jamaica fans. Did we expect to play free-flowing football? What is it that we wanted? I can't blame Whitmore for the tactics in terms of the fact that we went to Azteca, we are at a high altitude, and when last Jamaica have a proper midfield? Tell me when. And plus, we are not even playing our A team, we're playing our B team. Do we expect our B team to be better than Mexico's B team? What exactly were we expecting last night? The best we could have hoped for was a draw. We were drawing up to 89 minutes until we decided to give away the game. What exactly we wanted? I don't understand what.
Okay, Ryan.
What exactly?
Okay, Ryan. So you talk about where Mexico is ranked, where Jamaica is ranked. Okay, cool. What most of the fans are saying is that it's not even about the end result. It's just about how the team look. And you can say B team, C team, D team, right? This, as I said before, the simple fundamentals of football were lacking. Those are the things that we are talking about.
Yeah, we have not. When have we had a midfield? We don't have a midfield. We did not have one in World Cup. We haven't had a midfield in a year. I mean, let us go even back to Schaefer days. Schaefer played 10 games in a World Cup qualifier, if I'm not mistaken. Draw 5 and lose 5. I did not hear the same backlash. For Schaefer took Schaefer out, I did not hear the same backlash. Is it that we expect foreigners to be better? What is it really? I think we look better now, as bad as we look now. I think we are progressing a little bit better now than then. I mean, I don't really know what we expected to have. Yesterday, the best we could have expected was a draw. We were drawing until 89 minutes, until the defender decided to do walkabout, leave the forward alone, and we lost the game. Yes, we could have had better midfield control, but do we have the midfielders to do what we would have liked our midfielders to do? Grant tried. He was substituted. Fisher went in. We were overrun in the last 5 minutes. We lose the game. What exactly? I really don't. I don't get it. I don't know. We tried to draw the game, and we nearly draw the game, but somehow we decided to lapse.
Ryan, the thing is, you're fixated on the result. Another result we are talking about. Like,
no, I'm fixated on the end. I remember I also specified the style of play. I said we don't have the midfielders to play how the fans would like to play.
So you're telling me, say, the midfield that is there, it is impossible to put 10 passes together against a Mexico team? Like, it's impossible to do that? Is it?
All right,
What
Kems, the bigger question now, Kems. Do you put down to coaching or do you put these things down to players?
No, got to be the player. Let me tell you what we can put to coaching. Substitution. We can put substitution down to coaching. We can put the tactics or the formation. We can put them things down to coaching. But when you talk about just playing the football, how it's supposed to be played, pass and move, just a simple passing the ball, like urgency, all of them think they are players, them think they are way of having inside there as a player. As you talk about Romario Williams, a youth I know very, very, very well. I have to ask, who is that Romario Williams? Because I couldn't believe this man is in the squad. Like, I couldn't believe at all. And as you say, they might play with 10 players because the man was none. So that would have put on, because there's no reason why him fair starting at the team at all, much as in the squad. Again, just the way of them play the football, the way of them can't the football, the way of them can't. There's no urgency in the thing. Them just look dead out there. Just like them just say, well, we know we're going to lose already, so just make us go out here and just try to do something. If we get a draw, we're lucky. And that's the body language from them players.
But Kems, the word drawing until the last minute of the game, until the last minute of regulation time, so it could not be that. Could not be that. Well, could not be that they were saying that.
Ryan, yeah, say them a draw till this and until the defender do this. Mexico get too much in chance to bury this game long time ago. So if you have what defender do,
but they did not. But they did not. So I'm just speaking about what happened.
No, but as again, yeah, make a point to say they were drawing until the defender decided to walk left forward. And I am saying Mexico could have blown this game wide open until the forward forget him shooting boots. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so Dan, the question that I want to ask you now, Dan, is that people are creating a lot of rave reviews about Anthony Grant. A lot of them wanted to see him in the national colors. Now you have seen him in that midfield. What do you have to say about Anthony Grant? All right, Dan seems to be a little bit behind. Demikos, so yeah, the Anthony Grant fella. What do you make of his performance?
Man, in it's solid. To me, he might be the only positive from the game. Him look really solid. Even when he win back the ball, he not try to do what everybody else in the side they try kick it long and hope. Him actually try put passes together, but the person around him actually can't pass. So he never work out for him. But him look really solid. Only if him the younger. Because obviously him not have the legs. From about 60 minutes I can say him tired out. So if him the younger, he would be a really good addition on the side. But we see how far he can take away. And see how him play with better midfielders around him.
Good observation, because this will lead to my next question that I'm going to ask Ryan. So Ryan, people keep on saying that he shouldn't have come off and all of that, right? And if so be the case, why are they arguing for a player that basically, as Demiko just said, from 60 minutes you could have seen it that he was there?
Exactly. I don't get the argument because the guy, it was clear. Okay, fine. They normally say when you don't see a defensive midfielder that much, he's having a good game. I did not see him that much, which means he was playing fairly well. Then he got subbed off with what, 3 minutes left?
Basically, yeah.
Thereabouts. So what is the complaint about? This is a 30-year-old guy. It's his debut, for God's sake. You don't know the fitness level that the man coming in with. He played fairly well up till about 70 minutes thereabouts. He needed to be, you have 5 changes. These are the same people. If we did not make the changes and we lose, you'd hear that, oh, with more than 5 changes, that they did not make the changes. And that's why we lose. No, we made the changes. He put in, okay, fine, you know that it's not about, he put the right back at DM, which you know that players can play various positions. So, to me, it was not a big issue. The substitution is just for the players to play their roles and see out the game. The changes were made to see out the game. and if players fail to see out the game, that's as simple as it is.
All right,
Hold on,
Devon, them Ryan Sam gets substituted at the 87th minute.
Something like that.
3 minutes left. All right, is it like a substitution like that, you know?
Yeah, with 3 minutes to go, he got substituted.
Yeah, all right. So like hindsight at 2020, right? Always say, right? But with a substitution like that, I now make a substitution like this. Now with 3 minutes left in the game, and I can't do it. All right, so I'm named Demico. All right, Demico said the man.
But Ken, just pick up it. Me not cut you or anything like that. I'm just going to say that we see coaches do this every week. Week in, week out, make a late substitution. Continue.
All right. So this is the thing, right? Demico said the man tired from 60 minutes, right? So that means him play an additional 27 minutes. No man, and the man play good. He might probably arguably one of the better players on the pitch. He must see that.
Yeah, he was.
You have to give me that 3 minutes there. As a coach, I send a message out there to my player. I substitute somebody else and say, just give me that 3 minutes. You have to hold up. As a baller, everybody will play ball and know this. You want to see out the game. A game like this, so expect you to get the L. You know, everybody expect you to get the L and 1-1, 86 minutes, 1-1. As a baller, you have to see out them 3 minutes. You know? I'm not substitute my baller. I'm on my midfield. I say, I want him to give me one of the keeper them. No. Yes, so nasty.
Yeah,
but, you know,
All right, stick up it. Go ahead, Demico.
All right,
yeah,
that's a good point.
The thing with the substitution, you know, both taking him off, you know, who him put on team. And
No, but that's what I'm going to clarify now. So people are saying that he brought on an attacker for him. He didn't. The substitution was Peter Lee. No, it was Peter Lee Vassell for Shamar Nicholson and Javin Brown for Anthony Grant. That was the substitution.
That was the substitution, but look where the players them went. Peter Lee went in the midfield and Javin Brown was on the wing playing up front.
No, it couldn't have been. Hold on, let me ask a question here. Didn't Fisher was already on, right?
Yeah, Fisher been on the field.
So that means that Jamaica was already playing back five.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it was that Fisher was on, that means that Javier would have gone into the midfield, or is it that or Fisher would have gone into midfield and Javier would have gone out to right wing back?
Yeah, one of the two, because
whichever way somebody that got into the midfield to pick up that position.
Yeah.
Whichever way. So the personnel changes were the players were in position to see out the game, but they did not see out the game.
All right, so Ryan, what I want to ask the people that are complaining about the substitution, right? You look at the Jamaica bench. So I want them to tell me who they would have brought on instead, since as they have an issue with the substitution.
Clearly, they will not make any changes. That's what I'm getting from them.
No, but some of them, no, Ryan, some of them are complaining that it's nothing wrong with the substitution. However, it's who he brought on to replace Anthony Grant. Now, when I look at Jamaica bench, I see Richard King, yeah, he's a central defender, but he hasn't played for Jamaica before. Never played for Jamaica before. Ricardo Morris, that's an attacker. Blair, that's another attacker. Lamar Walker, that's attacking midfielder. Tarek Magee, the same. So, I mean, what else could have the coach have done in that situation?
Put on Richard King, no matter if he never played before.
No, you don't do that. You know do that in a game where you try to sell.
All right, so
Demico,
you put him on, right? It happens that he's the one that makes the mistake. You know that the same fans are going to come and say, well, put on a little rookie in such an important game and thing like that. So at the end of the day, you can't please fans.
Yeah,
that's what it comes on to.
That would be the more logical thing to do.
No, it wouldn't, because you see one of the
but you see one return on.
No, Javin is a defensive-minded player. Fisher is a defensive-minded player, and we are cussing about it. So,
no matter if I decide to play, even if I play, none at all.
I think Kems will agree. I think Kems will agree with that, because Kems was one who was beckoning for him to be in the team in Gold Cup, and then since then Kems has changed his stance. So the man get him chance and never prove himself, so the man mustn't come nowhere near the team.
Man, with more. With more information, you can always change your opinion. So Fisher, you need to get more fit and come again. Is it about?
But let me
Is
ask the
it
question though: was the winning goal scored because of any other substitutions?
Many
I
people
see
are
them
blame.
blaming Fisher.
See people are
Huh?
blame Fisher.
No, I am blame. If I'm going to blame anybody, I'm going to blame Low.
All right, personally for me, as I said after the game finished, I thought Andre Blake could have done better. Reason being, I look at it from the standpoint that you see if you get a palm to the ball, boss man, don't make the
No,
ball
me
go in
not
the
go, it was a close range shot, so me not go cuss him for that. I know like
but,
from
but,
out of the 20, I know like from out of the 18-yard box. It was in the
no, but
box.
Ryan, what I'm saying that if you get a palm to the ball, at least get a strong palm to the
Me
ball.
get that,
That's
me
what
get
I'm
that
saying.
because when the shot was taken, I thought it was going over the bar, but he got something to the ball, and it was. And when I look at the replay, I realized, oh, it was a close range from 12 yards out, basically the penalty area. So can I really kill him for that? No. I saw a defender doing walkabout. Me see the defender walk past the forward, make the forward take the shot. That is where I will level my blame. Me really can't kill the goalkeeper for trying and getting a hand to the ball from so close.
What
All right, Kems, go ahead.
I'm gonna say about Andre Blake is that I see a lot of persons saying that this man should be in the Premier League. I want to know if it's which Premier League because he can't be English. He must be talking about cricket or something because this man not ready. This man not ready for the Premier League. Good goalkeeper, the best Jamaican have, but right now some thing like a ball like that yesterday, and I agree with Levon. I don't know, like again. Me play football not at these men levels, so me probably just attack. But as a professional goalkeeper, with your team have a chance, you have to save that. Find a way to save that. You have to.
Also add to the fact that you're the captain.
Yeah, you have to save that. Save that. You know, you just have to dig deep down. I don't know. I see goalkeeper save them a lot of times. You know, even more difficult goals than that. So, you know, you have to save that.
And Kems, he himself on multiple occasions have saved way more difficult chances than that, you know. So I was banking on him that okay, you have had a poor game overall because multiple times I saw him spill the ball. So I was saying that you have the opportunity to redeem yourself and say, okay, this is a point for my country.
Yep.
And this is a step for us to go to the World Cup. So let us get a point on the board to elevate us because you know that you're playing against Mexico is ranked inside the top 15. So we are playing against that, not top 15, top 10 as a matter of fact. Top 10 team. So this will actually spur us on to get more. So I thought he could have done better, honestly.
Definitely percent. You know, and as I said, that is what I talk about. Like this team, you know, they come on when it come on to them have the passion to talk about the money and the JFF and this and that. The same passion they want to see on the field, more want to see the communicate 89 minutes, 88 minutes, more on them talk to each other, yo, lock shop, lock it down. More want to see the urgency and that. But now I see that.
But Kems, before the goal was scored, I predicted that the goal was going to score because I did not see because before that they took 2 shots at our goal. Blake saved them. One was not even 2 shots. One was basically a cross trying to be a shot that he saved. We were not communicating. We were not organized. We were all over the place. Even though the changes were made to see out the game, the players were not communicating properly. And for that same reason was why the goal was scored because of lack of communication. The ball came into the box and the forward had all the space in the world. Somehow Lowe decided to leave him and say, shoot man off from a goal. And he did shoot off of the goal and score.
But Ryan,
so
I agree with that. I agree with you totally because it's not just the second goal now. Even for the first goal that was scored, if you notice, it was there were non-existence of defensive communication.
Nobody stepped out. The defender forward had the ball and dummied a shot and then took the shot. The midfielder did not step up to try and close down the shot. Nothing.
True. So, all right. I have to say, congrats to Shamar Nicholson. Good goal. Well taken. I have to give him a little props for that, man. You know that we needed that little chance to actually get us going, and he took his chance. with good effect. And I thought that we could have even done better because even in the first half, Norman Campbell got a chance that I think he should have dinked the ball over the keeper and it would have been 1-0 Jamaica. But such is the life of football, and it could be said that Mexico got a lot of chances that they should have put away as well, including one where, well, not one, twice where Andrea Blake spilled the ball that at the attacker being on point, they would have scored. But
and they hit the post. Funes Mori hit the post.
Yeah.
That empty goal.
So at the end of the day,
The
just
worst
like football.
for history.
So we're not going to move away from that and look at the game that is coming up on Sunday because we have Panama at home on Sunday where we'll actually see good footballers. And sure, I'm going to start with the defense now because I heard a discussion and people are saying that if they were in the position, they wouldn't switch up the defense. They're telling me that you have a man like Liam Moore, Ethan Pinnock, Amari Bell, who, he might not be the best going forward, but in terms of defending, he's a good defender. Are you going to tell me that you're not going to add these men to your backline? You're going to stick with all those that are there? So I'm going to start with Demico on this one. Would you change your backline come Sunday?
Of course, more for one have to be in the backline. He must be in the backline. Amari Bell, touch and go with him and man Taxi. I think Taxi go get the nod over him, or maybe because Amari can't play against Costa Rica, they might give Amari the game and rest Taxi. But Liam Moore definitely have to be in the defense. Definitely.
What about Ethan Pinnock?
Him available too?
Yeah, man, Ethan Pinnock is there.
Oh, well, unless I'm play back three, I don't think him go play.
No, but I'm asking what you would do, not what Tappa is going to do.
Well, me personally, would I play more and low, to be honest. Me like low. Pinnock, would I put him in if we play a back three.
Okay.
That I only
Yeah, man, finish.
No, I said that I only see getting in. I don't think him go play. So I'm not put him in either.
Okay. So Kems, looking at both these guys that I just mentioned, Ethan Pinnock and Liam Moore, both of them have started the season brilliantly for their respective clubs. I saw Ethan Pinnock lock down the entire Arsenal team in the first game of the season. I've seen him in 2 Premier League games afterwards, and he has looked supreme as well. And then Liam Moore has scored for Reading this season already, and as you know, he's the captain of Reading. Would you bring him these two and drop Low and Mariappa out as your centre backs?
So Mariappa, obviously, that's a no-brainer. You know, we're not even going to waste some time talk about that. You might have to go to the bench. What me would I do is, would I probably put Low in for play CDM, right? Would I probably put Low for play CDM and put Pinnock and Moore around there. You see me? Because you see me, Pinnock has been great so far this season. They're on a piece of farm. Yeah, like we try to fall in love with Low this. I can guarantee you something. If I Pinnock yesterday, they'll go there and score. I can promise you that much, right? Pinnock that walk after defender, right? So would I play because I like Damian Low physicality. Like him very physical and him not afraid for going and tackle and go for ball. I like that about him. So I put Low as a defensive midfielder and I put them 2 man as my central defender. I make Taxi stay, Bell, I'm seeing enough of Bell in the Gold Cup. No, Bell can go and sit down and then obviously, we have Alvas run the same way. What my about up there say about back three, really sound bad, but I don't know if Tappa know nothing about that. So, you could have said this.
All right, Ryan, you agree with the changes or you just allow Low to the player?
All right, here's my thing. Some man have to travel and not get no game. I just saw football go some of the time. So I would Mariappa out is a no-brainer, as Kim said, but the fact that Pinnock has not been kept at the international level as yet, I don't think I would take him and put him in just now for his first international game in such an important game. So I would keep Low as my centre-back with Moore. Taxi would definitely start because I am at home. I need my attacking left-back to play. It's not like I'm away and I say, okay, I need a point, so let me play my more defensive left-back. I'll go with Taxi. What's his name again? The Blackpool Stadium. That's the guy I would start in Stadium. Huh?
Kevin Stewart.
Kevin Stewart, him same one. Yeah, man. I would start him at Stadium because we brought him in for that purpose. Or even they said guy last night, either one of the two could work. Grant. So it depends on. It depends on
one question, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you know that we have a game against Costa Rica away, and I believe that game is on Wednesday. No, wouldn't you factor in that? Hey, when I look at Anthony Grant, Damian Lowe, don't you think that these guys probably need a little bit of rest, knowing that they went to Mexico and yeah, you know, they said high altitude and the heat and all of that. Don't you actually would rest them since as you're going to bring a man like Pinnock come for whatever reason? You know that what was surrounding Premier League Cups letting go the players, and as
I get all of that, you know, I get all of that, but my thing is this: Pinnock is inexperienced at the international level. It is going. It will be his first international game.
Ryan, look at this coming.
And we are in a must-win game with our second game. So are we going to take that risk and play Pinnock and unfamiliar? Remember, so that Lowe and Moore basically have a chemistry, so to speak, from the Gold Cup. But Pinnock and Moore don't really have anything. They have never played together. So is it that we want to take that risk? It depends on what the coach wants, but I don't think it's something I would really jump and do at this point.
Let's say that these guys are professional.
It's 14 games, haven't it?
No, but right, look at this now. As Fran is saying right here, Fran is saying that JFF would be wasting their money because Pinnock have to play or else the club might not release him again. Those are things that they have to factor in because Brentford is probably going to look at it and say, hey, why did we let our player go there if he's not going to play some football? And then
that happens with every country, every club release players who may or may not play. This is not a unique situation. We have 14 World Cup. We have what? 14 World Cup qualifiers.
All right, so I know that we have three.
Eventually, he's going to get game time. So it's not like it's the last two games or something.
All right, so I believe we have 3 matches during this window. Then we have 2 in October and I believe 2 in November for the rest of this year. Because that's how I know that it's set out for Europe, and I believe that's how FIFA has set it out for all the nations. So looking at it from that standpoint, wouldn't it be best for you to actually get these guys together, playing together from right now instead of waiting down the line? Put that question to you now, Demico.
Well, you could have said that, but it's a tough one. To me personally, me would have played a back three because you have 3 really good defenders and or right back them or wing backs them not really good defensively with Taxi and Alva. So with a back three, would have give them more freedom to play for them natural going forward game. So would have put the 3 good centre back them we have together and play with 2 wing backs. That's how I'm used to the personally. But if me feel to go rough and low, to drop it because he might argue our best defender for a good while now. So if he said hard to drop him to play Pinnock, and then they look hard to play Pinnock because Pinnock can play Premier League level and he might play good.
All right.
So you think the best bet is to play a back three.
So Demico, listen to me, my general. See, when you want to go World Cup, my general, all of them feelings thing they go out the door. If you have your feelings,
thank you very much.
You leave your feelings at home, brother. Like, I don't want Lowe could have been the best defender for the last 20 years. Me no care. I want the best 11 on the
best
team.
11.
Right? And I not see Lowe play for Brentford. I not see Lowe in the Premier League. So, I want the best 11. So, whoever the best 11 is, put them out there for go out there and execute. We're on 0 points. We need to get on the board. You understand me? So, all of them little feelings, you know, one thing we notice with Jamaican footballers, them love up in their feelings and carelessly. We don't have no time for that. We want to go World Cup. I say them now make it, but I love if them shut me up. But, you know, we want the best.
Kim, as I said on the show, I believe it was last night or the night before, I said that if Jamaica want to have a whole 23-man squad of English-born players, I don't mind as long as we go World Cup.
So me ask you a question. You don't think a back three would have been the best part of the best?
No, because we haven't played a back three in 5-10 years.
All right, D'Amico, it's not such a bad idea. You know why? I'm thinking of a possible starting 11 in my mind. And to be honest, I would put Mikel Antonio up there with probably Kemar Roof, you know.
Exactly.
And in that case, it could actually work because now you know that you'd allow Lawrence and Alvas to go forward and whip in those crosses, and you know that Antonio is very good in the air. So thinking about it from that standpoint, it's not such a bad idea. However, as Ryan has said, they haven't played this formation any at all. So are you going to experiment with a formation in an important game?
Might as well, because when you see what kind of tactics that Tappa play.
The thing is,
no, that was an away game. And you have to do that.
From Tappa take over, I see no quality footballer play. So not just against Mexico.
Alright, so Kems, you're saying?
What may I say is right. Doesn't Brentford play with a back three?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? I believe if Tappa going to train and say back three, I think probably Pinnock are going to be the one to show them how to play them.
Yeah, but that's Pinnock alone. That's Pinnock alone, though.
Yeah, so
but Liam Moore is a quality defender, and also Amari Bell can defend as well. And also, we're forgetting that Wesley Harding is also in the team. So that's another English-based player that can play in the back three as well.
Okay. True. But has he played
I'm not saying for me that I'm going to use it, and I'm saying it's not a bad idea when you think about it deeply. Are they going to do it? That's the big question. But now we look at the midfield now, and Ryan, I'm going to start with you on this one. Who would be your two in midfield? Because as we have seen so far, Tappa seems to love a 4-2-3.
Given the fact that we have a away game and the English players won't be able to attend, I would go with Kevin in the CDM position. It's touch and go for the other positions, or for the other position, if we're going to go 4-2-3-1 again. I really don't know who would partner with him at this point.
All right, stick up in, Ryan. It's clear cut. It's not a question. It's going to be Daniel Johnson along with Kevin Stewart if Kevin Stewart is available.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. D'Amico, your two.
Yeah, Stewart and Johnson. That I obvious choice.
All right, Kim, I'm sure that you probably agree.
Yes, and I also have to say, my Georgian day. I don't remember who they said the last time. Amanda said on the live, I said, this is not Manning Cup, and he was totally right. I don't remember who it was, but he was totally right. As I say, all right, so like Speedy, right? Two things always true about Speedy. He doesn't have a bad game, but he doesn't have a good game. But him just dip on the field. Him not really do too much for me. Not enough for influence the game for me. So him just dip on the field. So with that being said, Speedy have to go count the nail them in the bench as well. We need yeah man, him have to count the nail them, man. Them two baller the way you call, and them man must see the inside right now. Them man.
And I'll say this much, that if Stewart is not available, then I'm going to go with Anthony Grant, even though, as I said, it doesn't seem to has enough match sharpness under his belt. Or yes, as I said, he played good for a majority of the game, just that as the game wore and he started to get tired. So if Stewart is not available, Anthony Grant will be my choice along with Daniel Johnson. In terms of the forward role now, Kims, I'm going to start with you on this one. Who will be the three across midfield in the attacking trident? Right.
The three, no man, started Ryan, man. Think about it, man. Think about it. Ryan, go on.
Bailey.
I'm not sure if Bailey is available,
All right, let us say Bailey is available. Bailey. What the desk setups looking guy name again?
This is where it gets tricky. Bobby Reed.
Bobby.
Yeah, Ravel is there as well,
Really tricky. Maybe Ravel. But if Bailey is not available, you can put in Turgot.
Turgot?
Yes, Bailey is not available. You said Bailey is not
available. Question. Would you choose Turgot over Kemaruf, knowing that Kemaruf can play on the wing as well?
I really haven't seen much of Kemaruf on the wing. I've seen Kemaruf as a striker, which is why What I've seen though is a lot of Mikel Antonio on the wing over his career. So, but Mikel Antonio has been a striker for the last 3 years. So there is also that. So it's kind of touch and go. Do you want to put Antonio in a position that he has not played in 3 years?
No, man, striker wants the big nine. um, Demico, what would be your front four? Because obviously Ryan is having Antonio up top, and I'm sure that James is going to have a national up top as well.
Well, I think if Bailey not fit, I think the front four should be clear cut because Antonio obviously up top. Would I play Roof, Ravel, and Bobby?
Reed?
Yeah,
Okay.
Bobby across the midfield. So if you said that should have been clear cut going forward, and that should have been the side. And then when Leon come back, although him not have a good game for Jamaica, but probably in clone. Maybe in clone them and send Congo, but if will come back.
Okay. Games. What would be your four now?
As long as the national up top, anybody else come there. But I like Bobby Reed. I like Bobby Reed. The national, of course, national must. I don't want to hear about at the first him I play for Jamaica. No, the national team name first up on the team sheet. Bobby Reed. Ravel, we're not about Ravel. Boy.
Yes. Well, and man, Kems, if you be fair now, Ravel has done brilliantly for Derby this season, a boss man.
Yes, but
Ravel has played well for Jamaica when he gets a chance.
Yeah, he has.
He has played well for Derby for real. But all right,
boss man, not because the man disappointed you being a Man United fan. Don't use that against the man.
Now because the man keep Rooney shoes,
Rooney give him a chance at Derby.
Rooney give him a chance at Derby.
So you have to give him a chance as well, man.
Yeah, man. So me work with him. Me work with Morrison. Me work with him. Bobby Reed Morrison, the national. And who else? Because say to be honest, that guy that Ryan mentioned, I like him. Terragat. I like him.
I don't.
I know you not like him, but I like
him. I did not like Terragat until maybe like this last 2 games of the World Cup. I see him start to some stuff. What makes sense.
I like him, thinking can get in there. All if Bailey available, I want Bailey rub the pine. Like if come on, come make a difference. Because if we alright, this is it. If we're gonna go up on how players play for Jamaica, not tell me say Ravel play good when he play for Jamaica. So let us use that as a standard. Apart from
also using club form as well, man.
Apart from Bailey playing a one game, Bailey play for Aston Villa, right? So if we're gonna use the people who play for Jamaica, we just say probably let Bailey go up on the bench, watch how the game go, and then he can come on and him like a thing and affect the game. Because when we see him start for Jamaica, as my boy up top say, him not put on a show, him not play him supposed to play, him not put on the quality what we expect from a Leon Bailey. So I'm gonna have Bailey come off of the bench, and then hopefully if him show me something, then him can start the next one.
All right. So with all that in mind, right now, how you see this one going Sunday? Scoreline prediction.
2-1 Jamaica, hopefully.
Demico.
3-1. If the front four, me say start, me say 3-1.
All right, Kims.
It actually will be a 3-0. The national are gonna get a brace. Cause you know the man hot right now like hot bread.
Yeah, man, chip on his shoulder.
Well, man, remember him said Jamaica turn him down. Never good enough. So no him go
England, I mean.
No man, Jamaica him said he turned him down when he was 22 or so.
Oh, Mikel Antonio?
Yeah, 21 or 22. So Jamaica turned him
Mikel
down.
never tell the full story. Mikel never tell me when I'm 26 and him turn me down.
Him say him never turn it down that time either. Him say him never get an official call from JFF. Him only hear rumors, but them never call. That first time him actually talk to him.
But that is all in the past, though, and he's not here.
Yes.
We have seen it that he's here.
Yes, give me a brace right now. Is that brace in a well, why? 2 goals. 2 goals from Antonio.
Okay. I think this Panamanian team can be beaten. Will Jamaica beat them? That is the $1 million question. I hope that I'll see a 3-1 victory as well. And I hope that
Panama has been our bogey team, you know.
that is why I said that.
When last have we beaten them though? I don't remember.
Producer, when last?
I know we struggled against them
Long time, right?
year.
Yeah, man. Good while since we have been in Panama, just like we struggle against Costa Rica. So, yeah. We desperately need this victory, man. We need the 3 points to get on the board. So, I hope that I'll see. As a matter of fact, whether 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, I don't care. As long as we get the win, I'm happy. That's all I need.
Same.
But quickly before we have to wrap up the show as well. We saw a little bit of Diamond League action today, and again, Kems, Ryan, and I have been having discussion for a long while with others. We keep on talking about Bowman. Today again, she snuck in and she won the race in 21.84 seconds ahead of Sherika Jackson, who I believe should have closed her season already because she seems tired. Well, not seems, she looks tired. So on that basis, Ryan, what you think about Sherika Jackson?
I did not see the race. She came second. What was her time?
She came second, 21.95, I believe it was. And
substantially behind in second. I had her to win the race, and as I said, maybe fatigue, she did not win it. I don't know what else to say about that.
You think she should close her season right now?
After this race, yes.
Okay.
She runs up 22, which is very good. Normally, that's a very good time to run, but now this is going to, the fact that Mboma won the race, this is going to get, the IOC going to get her ready. You know what will happen.
Yep. But Kems, now you look at it, Kems, and Mboma racking up the victories. First up, a lot of people not paying it much attention. You know why? Because she wasn't beating the Jamaicans on a consistent basis. Now that she has gotten 1-over-1 Jamaican already right there. Because, yeah, we know that she won Olympic silver and all of that, but they gave her a pass mark there. Now that she has shown that, yes, she can consistently perform in the 21-8 lows and all of that. Do you think that there will be more attention on her going forward?
Again, not really, because remember, I already talked about the other day with Semania or the ticket. It not really have nothing to do with Jamaican. Like Jamaicans are not power in this, right? It have to do with country. One country have the power. So when that country get beaten, you know what you say? When that country they get beaten, they start here, roll. Then when Gabby Thomas get beaten, them they make a lot of rounds.
But Kems, that country got beaten today as well. It's just that I don't want to focus on that because unlike most Jamaicans that are creating a ruckus, that Shakari got beaten. Shakari don't go over 200 meters. I don't know why we keep on and make up this one bag. And she's not good over 200 meters.
She came what I expected her to come fourth.
And actually,
she was not going to beat anybody who came ahead of her. And that is just facts.
But with the race itself, I'm telling you with Sherika, right? You can notice with Sherika tired, right? She keeps running slower and slower and slower. She moved from 10.7 to 10.92 to 10.97, now 21.95, right? So, she gets slow. Obviously, she's tired, but she want to make the Diamond League final in both events because now about the money. You want some money in your pocket after such a successful season. So I don't really read a lot into the race because she's tired. Dina Asher, she was all right. She's coming back. But the Mboma, I like where she's at right now because she can push my wife to go ahead and break that 200-meter record. So, I like how she's right there. Not really close enough because, 21.5, 21.8, two different levels, right? But, I like
she's 18. She's 18. That's a big thing.
Yeah, but then she's 18, but there is nothing out there to say that, okay, because she's 18, she will get better. Like I'm not always go. She can.
Yeah, true.
She can, but it not necessarily means it's a lock for
It's
her
true,
to
yeah.
get.
Yeah, but Kims, looking at her, you can see the scope for improvement, especially in that first 100 at first, because it's the latter 100 that she comes on. But good point that you made, because with Sherika, you know that Sherika doesn't really have a sponsor behind her, so she has to try to get the money from the Diamond League to see if she can get some change in the pocket. So yeah, good observation there. We're going to wrap up on this because only thing that to make a note of it was that Natalia Gould was the only Jamaican winner on the card today, and yeah, she win when it doesn't matter much, and that's just about it. Megan Tappa came third. I believe Christopher Taylor finished seventh in the 400 meter. Freddy Akers finished second in the discus, and Daniel Williams also finished last place in the 100 hurdles. I mean, so yeah, that's just what happened with the Jamaican athletes.
She hit a hurdle.
Yeah, I believe she did because she ran 16 point something. I don't remember.
Oh, so like she about 5 hurdle.
Yeah. Demico, before I wrap up, your 30 seconds to talk about any sporting topic whatsoever you want to talk about. You're a Man United man. Go ahead and talk about Man United. I know that you're ready to go.
International weekend.
Only thing.
Something else.
But they say boss come back home early, so hopefully he can get the rest and start training and ready for Newcastle because we are gonna dump them up.
Alright, so you're a Brazilian fan.
Me?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
It's just a question, man. Is it that you start knowing about?
Yeah, man, is a name or
I thought that much. It was that obvious. But Kims, your 30 seconds.
My 30 seconds. Well, about any sporting topic. I'm not even know if to talk about. But the NFL is coming back, right? The NFL is coming back September 9. Go Packers. You know, I'm really excited for the NFL comeback. Obviously, DeAndre Jordan from the Nets is going to be bought. Well, he got traded to the Pistons. He's going to be bought out. He's being linked to the Lakers. So that's another ammunition for us to know the Brooklyn Nets strategy. Sports is going on very well. And of course, the great Manchester United. You know, we see the best left back in the world, Luke Shaw, doing Luke Shaw things. You know, so, you know, can't complain. Can't wait for the side to get back together so that we can continue on the trajectory to go ahead and win the Premier League.
All right, boss. Ryan, your 30 seconds.
Well, we have international football where Jamaica is playing in that, so I hope we can get a win against Panama and at least a draw against Costa Rica and be in a good position to move into the other games. We also have cricket going on, CPL, competitive CPL, except where St. Kitts is running away with it. And
Barbados is garbage.
Yeah, they are normally up and down. One season up, one season down. And England is very competitive. That's a very good series to watch if you are a cricket fan. So yeah, a lot of good sports going on. Not to leave out US Open.
Yeah.
Also some very good matches going on. We have Andy Murray crying and all of them something there. So yeah, good good sports across the world right now going on.
All right, I'm going to end this by saying thanks to all our viewers. You're the ones that made this possible, and I have to give you a lot of shout outs, man, because without you, this show can't go on. Thanks to our producer as well, Josh Carlo makes this possible as well. Thanks to Demico, Kims, Ryan, and Dan, who was here earlier, and the GOAT himself, but had some connection issues, but hopefully Dan will be back soon on the show. And just look forward to that. And as Ryan said, there's a lot of sporting action going on. And Formula One is going on as well for the racing fans. Don't forget that as well. There's an interesting title race going over there between Lewis Hamilton and Mark Verstappen. So yeah, you can tune into that as well. Brazil against Argentina this weekend as well. So yeah, good matchup to look forward to. But some international football will be on tomorrow. So guys, just look forward to that. Until next time, which will, I'm not going to say whenever next time will be. You might very well see us tomorrow, so don't worry about that. But until next time, so long, peace out, take care of yourself.
Bless.